Now that the NCAA tournament has concluded and Kansas is the national champion, I thought it would be appropriate to compare my simulation bracket to the actual bracket. I'm just going to be showing my bracket on this screen because that's all I can fit, but I want to compare how my simulation tournament did compared to the actual NCAA tournament. So yeah, we're going to go right down the line. The Gonzaga game was a good pick. Let's see, Memphis we got. And let's see. So in ours, New Mexico State won. So that did not pan out. We'll put an X there. Arkansas and Vermont. Arkansas won, but in ours, Vermont won. So we'll do an X there. Alabama Notre Dame. That was Notre Dame. So that was correct. Texas Tech and Montana State. Texas Tech won. So I'll put a check there. I'm gonna fucking confuse myself doing this shit, putting these checks like this close to each other and then separating them. Next game, Michigan State Davidson. Michigan State won that game, barely. So that one was predicted right as well. Duke, they won. Alright, we're going to go down the line here to the East region. Baylor won, got that one right. North Carolina won, got that one right. St. Mary's kicked the shit out of Indiana. That one was wrong because Indiana won. UCLA and Akron, UCLA won, so that one was correct. Texas and Virginia Tech. Let's see. Texas won that game, that was correct. Purdue and Yale. Purdue won that game, so we got that one right. Murray State and San Francisco. Murray State won, so we're gonna exit. We're gonna put an X there because in ours, San Francisco won. And of course, Kentucky lost to the legendary Cinderella St. Peter's. So that completely fucked this simulation bracket up. So now we're going to move on to the South region. Arizona won, of course. TCU won. So that one's out the window. Yeah, Seton Hall won a few games. So that fucked us there. Houston won. Chattanooga won. And Illinois won in that one. So that was... Let's see. That is an X. Michigan won their game. And they won in our simulation. Hopefully you can hear me. It's kind of hard with where my mic is positioned. Tennessee and Longwood. Tennessee won that game. Put a check there. Ohio State, Loyola Chicago. Ohio State won in the actual tournament. Villanova, Delaware. Villanova won. God, my shit's so fucking messy. Alright, to the Midwest region. Kansas won. Put a check. Let's see. Creighton won, and we had San Diego State winning in ours, so we'll put an X there. Let's see. Richmond won. So we'll put an X there. Because Iowa won in ours. Providence, South Dakota State. Providence won that one. And South Dakota State won in our simulation. Let's see. LSU, Iowa State. Iowa State won. That one was correct. Wisconsin, Colgate. Wisconsin won. That one was correct. Miami, USC. That one was correct. And then Auburn, Jacksonville State. That one was correct. So we did okay there. Let's see. How many picks did we get correct? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 picks correct. Not bad for the first round. Not bad. All right, moving on to the second round. Memphis won. Let's see. And we're going to the West region. Of course, Gonzaga won that, so... Oops. Let's put that here, because Memphis won. So we got that one wrong right away. New Mexico State and Vermont. Jesus Christ. That was obviously wrong. Notre Dame and Texas Tech. Texas Tech won that. And we had Notre Dame winning in ours, so that one was incorrect as well. Michigan State Duke. Duke won. Baylor North Carolina. We had North Carolina winning, and they did. Indiana UCLA. Well, UCLA won, so that was correct. Sorry, this is in the East region now. Texas and Purdue. Purdue won. And they won in the actual tournament. San Francisco, Kentucky. This is wrong because fucking St. Peter's fucking shit up. Arizona's Seton Hall. As an X because Arizona won. Houston and Chattanooga. Houston won. So that one was correct. Michigan and Tennessee. Tennessee won in our simulation, and Michigan won for real. So that completely fucks everything. Tennessee went all the way to the title game. That's nuts. Absolutely insane. Loyola Chicago, Villanova. Villanova won the actual game against Ohio State. Kansas, San Diego State. Kansas actually won their game against Creighton. Put a check there since we had them winning. Iowa, South Dakota State. That's immediately wrong, since neither of those teams made it. Alright, Iowa State and Wisconsin. Iowa State won. That one was correct. Miami, Auburn. Of course, Auburn lost. Put that there. Alright, for the second round, we got, Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 picks correct out of the second round. So I think that's half, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so half. 8 out of 16 for the second round. Alright. And this is where it's going to get real fucky. Alright, Memphis, North New Mexico State. That's obviously wrong. Notre Dame, Duke. Duke won. That will be correct. This one will be correct. UNC, UCLA. UNC won. Purdue, Kentucky. This is wrong as well. Seton Hall and Houston. Did Houston... Let's see. Yes, Houston did win their game. Yeah, so Houston won their game. So we got that one correct. Tennessee, Villanova. Tennessee won. That is going to be wrong since Villanova won that game. Alright, Kansas, San Diego State. That one is correct. We had Kansas going. Iowa State, Auburn. That one is going to be wrong since neither of those teams won. Alright, so we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we got half correct. 4 out of 8 out of the Sweet 16 teams. Alright, Memphis, Duke. We had Duke winning and Duke won. That's correct. North Carolina, Kentucky. North Carolina won. Houston, Tennessee. That's going to be wrong. Kansas, Auburn. That is going to be wrong. So another 50-50 split. That's pretty funny how that's working out. Duke, UNC. That is going to be wrong because UNC won that game. Auburn, Tennessee. That's going to be wrong. Neither one of those teams made it. And Duke, Tennessee. Didn't turn out that way, but Duke was the national champion in our bracket. So I say overall this bracket did pretty well. I'm very, very surprised that Duke UNC actually happened in the real life tournament, because I think I had my game posted quite a while back, like maybe a week before the game or so. I can't even remember. I'm actually going to look that up right now. I want to see when I uploaded that. Yeah, on the 24th, March 24th, I actually uploaded that. So that's funny how that worked out. So I guess I have bragging rights there, but then this side of the bracket was a total fuck fest, because Tennessee went to the national title game and they got knocked out pretty quick. And then Auburn got knocked out. They should have actually lost to Miami. Miami hit this crazy-ass 3 at the end of the simulation game. They lost by 1 point. Otherwise, yeah, it would have been Iowa State, Miami. Who knows how that would have went. But, yeah, Kansas lost to Auburn. Auburn in the simulation tournament, I think, got lucky in a lot. It's pretty crazy how lucky they got. But, yeah, Duke won the whole thing. They almost won the whole actual tournament, too. So, yeah, comparing our bracket to the real-life bracket, we didn't do too bad. It was, for the most part, accurate, except for this side. I mean, once it got to the final rounds in these two regions, that's when it kind of went to hell. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with how well it did. But yeah, I just want to make this video showcasing how accurate mine was compared to the real life one. And I thought it'd just be pretty cool to post. So yeah, and I guess if I had to pick a tournament MVP for the entire tournament, it would be between Paolo Banchero and Josiah James from Tennessee. And I would have to actually give it to Josiah James, because in every single one of these games, he did really, really well. I think his worst game, I think was like 14 points. It was pretty crazy. He went off in just about every game for Tennessee. And Banchero had double figures in every single game for Duke. But Duke ultimately pulled it off in the simulation tournament. So yeah, that's really about it. I do want to just say thank you to everyone who watched through the entire tournament. This was by far the most time-consuming thing I've ever done for my videos. I would love to do it again next year. It just depends on if I can get rosters updated at that time. And of course get like the tournament team rosters and all that shit, because it was hours upon days to get all of the rosters intact. I was able to download most of them, but I had to manually go in and enter quite a few teams as well. Names, numbers, height, weight, all of that. I tried to get it as accurate as I could. But yeah, I'd like to do it next year, but I would really, really hope that someone would have an updated roster set, because that is just way, way, way too time consuming for me. I'm too busy to be doing all of that shit. But yeah, it was fun. It was very, very fun, even though it was extremely time-consuming, days and days of just recording, editing, and just trying to compress the video and then uploading all of those videos. I think it was 66 videos in total, all about a half hour each. So yeah, again, extremely, extremely time-consuming. But I think it was worth it. It was fun. I did enjoy watching the outcome of the simulation tournament. And hopefully I get to do it again next year, and hopefully it's not as stressful. But again, that's about it. Again, thank all you guys for watching through. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy, everyone.